Here is another one of those tips that you might not ever use. However, I want to throw it out there for those of you who might use it. And that will be to establish the width of the building to save money on your floor joist. However, this isn't always going to work out best for the rest of the house. So let's go ahead and get started with my tip here. Let's put our foundation plates on there. We'll lay out our joist spacing on the framing plates, which is going to be 16 inches on center in our example here. And then we will lay out all of our joist. And of course, the joist will be flush with the other end of the building, or even with this end all the way through. And then after we have done that, we are just simply going to snap a line from this point to this point. Or you can use a string line, or you can mark the joist individually, or you can measure the distance for the blocking. And the reason why we made the building a particular width will be so that we can use this part of the joist for our blocks, the blocks we're going to be installing in between the floor joist. The next step, of course, will be to cut all of the joist and all of our blocks. And let's not forget that we're going to need blocks for over here, so we're going to need a little more lumber for that also. And to start our floor framing, we're just simply going to start from one end, fasten this board to the plates, nail our first block into place, and then repeat the process all the way down the line. And of course, in this example here, we cut one block off of the joist. We can always make the building a little bit shorter if we want 2 blocks, or go to a 14-footer if we want to have the building a little bit wider. So here we're going to have an 11-foot by 7-inch building, which is only going to provide us with about 5 inches of waste for our floor sheathing, along with another 5 inches of waste for 2 of our wall sheathing boards. So these 2 measurements here will provide us with our 2 blocks, one at each end, and these measurements. You can always use a variety of different board lengths to create different widths of a building if you need that. Or if you need 3 or 4 blocks, you might need midspan blocks, then you might want to calculate those measurements in also. Now let's go ahead and take it one step further. What if we are going to lap the joist? Then it wouldn't take much to do a little bit of math to calculate the length of the floor joist to see if you need to reduce the size of the building or possibly enlarge it to maximize the lumber usage and reduce the amount of waste. And the last thing I want to point out is that this could really save you a lot of money with larger joist. However, it's probably not going to save you that much money with smaller joist.